Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. I just wanted to talk to the parents real quick. Come on in real quick. One time for the one time. Let's have a discussion really quickly because I want to know what y'all gonna do as a non-parent. I just had a few questions and I was eating my snack for the evening. I'm getting ready to wind down. Everything is about to die. All of my devices are about to die. So I was like, let me get on here real quick because I just want to know what y'all plans are going into. I know tomorrow a lot of people are starting school tomorrow, a lot of children are starting school tomorrow, so I just wanted to know what's the consensus of like how y'all are moving forward when it comes to taking your kids to school. Is there apprehension? Is there like, hey man, like I can't afford to not send them? Is there a situation where it's like um double up tactical gang, or is it a situation like I'm looking for a homeschool situation now? I've decided to homeschool. Has this changed the way you are? Refrigerator Q in the building, Lawrence Lilly in the building. Has this changed the way you're going to view schools protecting your babies? Like all these things, I just want to know, cause like it was on my spirit. I was like, ask them. Virginia Bushcraft, let me ask them. Ask them one time. One time. I be wanting to know, y'all. I be wanting to know what y'all think about stuff. I'm good, Rob Boogie. How are you? So let me tell you, right? What made me think of this is we we start school tomorrow, right? A lot of different counties start school tomorrow, and I don't have kids, and I just would. I don't know. I don't plan on taking my kids to school at all. So I'm just trying to figure out what y'all plans are, because some people I know are in a position where they can't not send their kids to school. They have work, they have other things going on, they're entrepreneurs, whatever the case may be. But is there like a group community school situation that you trust overall? And also, what about parents? Like, because there are some schools that are allowing firearms to be on campus now, whether it is law enforcement, whether it's concealed carry teachers, or whether it is concealed carry parents. Like, they're allowing firearms to be on campus now. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, what are y'all thinking? I just had a whole bunch of questions. I just wanted to ask. No kids yet, but I will be doing homeschooling for many reasons. Me too, cousin Chocolate. I ain't got no babies yet, but them things is not gonna be in nobody public school here in Nashville. Nashville, they put in more SR security resource officers in school. Okay, are they trained though? I heard trained. Listen, y'all, my go-to snack is seaweed and popcorn. If you've never tried it, if you've never tried it in your life, okay? States like Mississippi, Georgia, they are allowing Texas. Some counties are allowing people to carry firearms on campus now, and some people are in an uproar about it. Some people are like applauding this behavior. So I wanted to know how y'all felt about it, because I know for a fact that like, this affects people differently. If I tend to recognize that if you've been affected by any type of gun violence, you don't want any more guns near you at all. In spite of the fact that it could happen to anyone, and that, you should still be able to defend yourself and be able to take up arms. But, that's neither here nor there. Maybe you just feel the way you feel and that's what it is. But I just see what's happening right now. I was just looking on the news earlier, and like the Australian Prime Minister was on talking about if y'all had less guns, y'all would have less violence. I'm like, see, mind your fucking business, Australian Prime Minister. Because y'all some dictators over there, and the way y'all treated people during COVID, y'all need to be fucking arrested. So don't you dare bring your ass over here trying to tell us what to do. And that's the problem. Everybody stick their nose everywhere else but at the house. Why you over here, Australia? You got hella shit to worry about over there, okay? You in the wrong neck of the woods. This ain't even your fight, bruh. So I'm just saying, like, everybody got something to say about everything, but it's greatly needed to protect the students. I agree, but I have met several parents who like are adamant against firearms not being present in the school, and I'm like, did you not just see what the hell just happened? Did you not see what just transpired? Why not? And they, no matter what has happened, Black Poindexter in the building, no matter what has transpired, they still feel that there's absolutely no reason or no purpose for firearms to be present on campus. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So now I want to go back to the parents, because I'm like, okay, well, parents, how are you preparing your children now? Because have they heard? I'm sure they've heard about what happened recently in the news. I'm sure they have questions, and even if they don't, when they get back to school, their peers have heard about it. So what is this conversation gonna be like at the first night of school at the dinner table? And they like, I'm scared because I think this is gonna happen, or Billy told me about this, or Bobby told me about this, or I was talking to Susie on the playground, and they need to mind their business. I swear to God, everybody just needs to take care of home. If everybody just in 2022 just minded their business, I feel like we could reset things and get back on the right track. Cause everybody ain't bounced back from the panorama. So I'm just like, I like this angel better than the tubes angel. Keeping them informed and trained up not to be a victim. That's good, Black Poindexter. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this has to be a conversation, correct? Like, I'm not a parent, but at some point you're gonna have to talk to them about gun safety, gun violence. And I just did a training last week with a mother and her two kids, and she was adamant about making sure that they knew how to do things. And I thought that was so dope. The kids were like, I want to say 6 and 12, or 9 and 12, something like that. And when I tell you, she was adamant about teaching them, and I'm just like, I was proud. I'm like, I wish more parents would understand the necessity of making sure that children know how to either pick up firearms or leave them alone, but if at a minimum, how to load and unload and make sure that they're clear. Like, that at a minimum, because their friend might bring them one. Their friend might point it at them. Their friend might, do something because they saw it on television, or they saw it at their dad doing it or something. Like, it's got to be a situation where you have to address this. This is no longer where this is almost like you got to talk to your kids about sex before the public talk to your kids about sex, because they're going to confuse the shit out of them. Do you understand what time we're in? Like, you have to be your first responder, first line of defense, first line of education, everything for your children. And I think this is my son is my designated marksman. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Let me tell you, when I have babies, let me tell you, y'all ain't gonna, them assassins. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Don't even at 3. At 3, they gonna be a problem. Do you hear me? And all of, like, they godfathers and they godmamas and all that shit do all types of everything. I'm talking about they gonna be trust fund babies, gun trust babies. They gonna have gun insurance, life insurance, health insurance. I'm talking about dental. Do you hear all the things? All right, all the things. IRA, Roth IRA, all the things. You know what I mean? Set up for school when they born, when he come out my vagina. Set up already. Already. That's what we're surrounded by. That's how our lifestyle is. And so I'm just like, education is paramount to addressing the stigma and negative connotations. The negative connotations are out there. You cannot get past them. There are people, grown adults, still regurgitating false narratives when it comes to firearms. So if you know that, then you have to be the person that sets the tone in your household. Also, another thing that was on my spirit to tell you, do you know how to get to your baby in a time of crisis? Do you know how to get to your baby if the city shut down? Do you have alternate directions to get to them? Do you know how? Because that might very well be a situation where it's blocked, the lanes are blocked, you can't get there. Do you know how to go through the woods? Do you know how to travel in a way that you don't go in the same direction each and every time so you can learn alternate routes? Do you know their bus route? Do you know these things, parents? Because that's super important for you guys to be aware of right now in this day and age. It's like you need to know everything about your baby, where they at from the time. You almost need to put an Apple tracker on their asses, and I'm dead ass serious. I'm starting to educate my son on firearms at the age of 2. I'm trying to tell you, at 2, they're never too early to have a respect for a firearm, to know that this is not a toy, don't play with it. You know that this is mommy and daddy's and don't touch it. And if you see it, come get us, or you want to know about it, ask me first. Like, these are basic questions. This is not even like putting false narratives in their head or making them feel funny or trying to scare them or trying to make them grow up faster than they were. Like, you can't imagine the conversations that I have with my friends and family and clients debunking myths and like, oh, this gonna make them grow up too fast, and oh, this gonna, okay, well, what the fuck the streets gonna do? What you think school is gonna do? Because it damn sure ain't teaching them about finance. It damn sure ain't teaching them life-saving skills, survival skills. It ain't teaching them shit that they need to know in 2022. It ain't teaching them tech. It ain't teaching them crypto. It ain't teaching them nothing. It's still teaching them Christopher fucking Columbus. That's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so at this point, my mom used to know all the friends in my little. Do you hear me? Do you remember that refrigerator queue where you couldn't go nowhere in your neighborhood without somebody knowing? I'm gonna tell your mama, and you knew she was gonna tell. You knew she was gonna tell, and you was mad because you was like, I'm so sick of. And you knew she was gonna tell. I never allowed toy guns in the house. I don't think I'm gonna allow toy guns in my house either. I mean, it's preference, but for why? We're not playing around. We're not fucking around over here. It's either real or not. It's either real or not. Alright? It's either real or not. It won't make them grow up fast. I was born around tons of guns in the home. Shot them all by 8. Do you hear me? By 8. By 8 years old. That is a very respectable age to start learning about firearms and techniques and having a respect for firearms. By 8, you should definitely know how to load and unload. I stand by that. By 8, you should know how to load and unload properly. You should, because at a minimum, you need to be able to clear the firearm and make sure it's safe. Or load that bitch and make sure it's fire ready, right? Chris say back in the day, you used to get the neighborhood beaten. Do you hear me? That's when everybody disciplined you in the neighborhood. Everybody knew your mama. Everybody knew your daddy. And they was gonna tell them if some shit popped off. And they had permission to beat your ass. And that's what happened. That's why all these kids goddamn soft right now. Can't be talked about, and they go shoot up everything. Because they soft, and soft is wet toilet paper. And I'm tired. I'm tired. And these are the kids that your kids go to school with. This is what I'm on here to try to tell you. It's not just about your child. These are the kids that your kids go to school with. Kids that are not equipped. Kids that are not adept. Kids that don't have the sense God or their parents should have gave them. They don't have that. What they do have is anger issues, abandonment issues. What they do have is lack of self-esteem. They have lack of confidence. They're not in no sports. They're not used to losing. They're not used to being talked about. And don't let them be some pandemic ass babies who've been at the house for the last 2 years, ain't been acclimated to nobody else. Entitlement issues. Everybody owe them everything. You mad because you can't read. Ain't nobody tell you playing video games all goddamn day. Pick up a book. Your parents ain't making you pick up a book, so now you going to school embarrassed because you ain't on the same level as your classmates. And they can't handle it. Let's normalize firearms as a proper martial arts. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Because it really is like a level of confidence. It's all the things. Martial arts, sports, gun safety, gun training. It's like literally building confidence in you to learn a skill that you didn't know previously, and now that you've mastered it, or now that you are more familiar with it, now you're not afraid. Now that fear goes away and you're willing to try other new things. How the fuck is this hard? Like, it's weird out here, y'all. It's weird out here. And all I'm saying is, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Because these schools are good and tried. You seen what happened. You seen what happened. I'm not saying something I heard. We all seen what happened. I'm talking about they will wait in the hallway with your baby in there crying. Do you hear me? Before they run that scary ass in there to get them. Do your baby know how to get out? Do they know how to jump out the window? Do they know what to listen for? Do they know how to get down? Do they know how to run? Do they know common sense? Like, okay, I'm not going out there, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm not listening to nobody tell me to do nothing at this point because they scared. My parents equipped me before I left the house to tell me what to do. I'm gonna follow my instincts. And I'm gonna get out of here alive. I'm gonna get my baby, but you know, it's whatever. It's up in the sky. Whatever y'all wanna do. I'm gonna get my fucking kids, okay? I'm gonna get my baby. I'm gonna get them. So, if you ever been to an event, airport, or your child seen a gun before and was your child traumatized, then hell no. Didn't even bat an eye. Didn't even bat an eye. 'Cause I don't know, everywhere I go, everybody got guns now. In the state I'm in, everybody got guns. So what I'm saying is, what are you gonna do if it pops off at your child's school? Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you thought about this? Hey, boo, hey. Hey, Jasmine. We're having a conversation about this because it's not just the child that you have to prepare. You have to prepare as well, right? Does your school allow concealed carry? What is their policy on that? Does your school allow resource officers? And if they are in there, are they carrying? Are they concealed carrying? Or are they all just resource officers who ain't got no goddamn gun? Can't help at all. What they there for? Do you have alternate routes to pick up your child? Do you have alternate routes? She said I'm running up there. I'm the hell up there. Do you hear me? I'm there before they are. Do you understand? The students at that school in New Mexico said they felt safe knowing their security had guns in the school, so them children know what's good. Do you understand? Kids ain't stupid. We the ones that's trying to make kids seem like they crazy right now and trying to limit their ability to learn. You're stifling their growth, not them. If they can play Call of Duty and all of these games that have nothing but guns, and I'm talking about sophisticated guns that's in the safe out there. That's what they firing, that's what they using, that's what they know how to change and unload on the game. So let them do it in person. And wouldn't you rather they do it with you than with somebody at their school going over their friend house? Some after school program where the teacher ain't being paid to watch them for real? Who on the phone, who bullshitting, right? The baby got a gun in their backpack now? Now they showing it to everybody in class? My daughter's school is getting armed security next year. Do you hear me? These schools ain't playing no more. It's some of these schools like you can run up if you want to. You can run your ass in here if you want to. You will not run out. And I am here for that behavior. I need you to know up top, don't bring that in here. This will be the last place you bring it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This will be the last place you ever to bring it if you bring it in here. And I'm here for that. Fat guys with guns, gang, how are you? Listen, it was on my spirit. I told y'all everything about to die. All my phones, everything about to die. But I need y'all to have this conversation as a unit, right? You know how we want to look good as a unit? And I'm telling you, this is a proper conversation at the dinner table. Have you heard about, the school situation in Texas? I ain't gonna say it on here. Have you heard about that? What did you hear happened? What would you do in that situation? It's just a question and answer. It's a dialogue conversation, and then you can steer it in the proper direction. If you don't know how to fucking steer parents, then that is a problem. You need to call me. You need to get on my website. You need to go find some firearms instructor. You need to go on Google. You need to do something. You need to do something, okay? You need to do something, because let me tell you something. These are proper conversations that need to be had around the dinner table, that need to be had at your friends. Like if your friends, if your child's friends, you need to be talking to their parents. You need to be talking to, how are you feeling? What are y'all talking about when it comes to gun safety at your house? Because if they ain't talking about what you talking about, they don't need to hang with them friends. Because those friends are a liability to your child. Do you understand? Them children gonna get tripped up on something. They gonna trip up your child, and then everything is lost. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they ain't got the fortitude to grab. They don't know. They haven't heard what to listen for. They don't do drills at their house. They don't practice. They don't train. They don't do all the things that need to be done. They're a liability for your family. I hate to be it like that. No, you cannot hang out with Susie. No, you cannot. I'm sorry, Jeff is not allowed over here, and you are not allowed over there. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You better play with his ass at basketball practice. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm that mother, okay? I'm that mama. No, you cannot hang with them, and no, they can't bring that ass over here. Billy might steal some of my ammo. I can't. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that because I'll go over their house. Do you hear me? My daughter has known the 4 basic safety laws by heart since she was 60. You ain't even got to put a gun in their face. You could do something as basic as learning the universal firearm safety rules. That's universal. That's universal. We cannot keep allowing our children to be soft targets, Crystal. We can't allow it. We cannot allow it. These are our responsibilities, right? You brought this human into this world. This was a choice that you made, and now it is your responsibility to protect this choice that you made, to protect this baby human. And by protecting them, I mean giving them all the ammo that they need to arm themselves with the proper knowledge to move through this clusterfuck of a world. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's wild times out here. Wild times. I'm not even joking. You gotta worry about the students. You gotta worry about the teachers. You gotta worry about regular smuggler Joes coming into school. It's supposed to be locked down. A teacher then opened it up trying to smoke a cigarette. Hey, you don't even know how this happened. But it happened. It's happening. It might happen. So prepare. So prepare. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to scare you. I ain't got no kids. So this ain't my fight. I ain't got no dog in this fight. Do you hear me? All I'm saying is, I just want to put this bug in your ear. I was eating my snack. I'm about to take me a bath. About to unwind for the day. I was obligated to train my son since he was 8 years old. Obligated. I like that word. Because you goddamn right. You're obligated to make sure they see it through. To make sure that next generation survives. So they got the proper knowledge to teach the next generation. So we ain't got to worry about none of this. Do you hear me? Because it's more than just firearms. The firearms is the security, right? But we building generational wealth. We got to protect it. We got to protect it. How? With guns. I don't see no other way. Hand to hand is fine, right? Knives is fine. That's cute and that's cool. But they in your bubble by then. I ain't even trying to let you get in my bubble. Don't get in my bubble. Don't get in my baby bubble. Because they're trained and they know what to do. So that's all I'm saying is just like, it's something to think about. Know about those routes to your baby's school. How do you get there? You need multiple ways to get to your child. You need multiple routes, multiple alternate routes, okay? You need to know their bus route and their bus schedule if they riding a bus. You need to know who their friends are if they going over their house. Talking about, he walking over to what's their house and I'm not sure which house it is. You're not sure. So your baby could be in the basement somewhere tied up and you don't know? Okay. I'm just gonna mind my business. I mean, and parents have to start advocating for their children and questioning what the plan is at school. Not having a plan at school is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Not having a plan is not gonna work no more. Not having a plan is not gonna work no more. I need you, and when I say a plan, I'm talking about a specific plan. You are in Ms. Myers' room. The first exit from Ms. Myers' room is this way. It's to the left, all right? I need you to run out here. I need you to listen, pay attention, right? What direction is the sounds coming from, right? Can you jump out the window? Is there a way for you to exit, right? Do not just hide and curl up. No, figure out what's going on around you so that you can respond accordingly. If hiding is the best solution, hide. If running is the best solution, run. You talk about those things before it happens. Do you understand what I'm saying? Talk about these things before it happens. Thank you, Kenneth. Listen, all of mine are going through armed and unarmed combat. It's necessary now. And it's not even just like, it's bullies at school too. What y'all gonna do about these bullies that's bullying these babies? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's more, it's a gang of stuff that we could discuss. But at the heart of it all is just like, do you have a plan? Does your family have a plan? Right? Does your family have a plan? And if you don't, now is the perfect time to get one. It's the first week of school. You ain't behind. Don't feel overwhelmed. Take baby steps. Start with a conversation and work your way up from there, okay? Because I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I'm just trying to get the ball rolling, okay? And it's like a snowball effect. You ask one question, then two, then three, and then you start to get that momentum going. And then you be like, okay, well, I don't know this. Let me research it. I don't know this. Let me ask Tangi. I don't know this. Let me DM her. I don't know this. Let me ask her any question because I got that service on my website. If I really want the answer, I'm gonna pay for that shit because I don't need my time wasted. I'm going straight to the source, and it ain't even gotta be me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Find you a firearms instructor with babies if that's what you think is who is qualified, whatever. I'm just saying, find somebody to do something. Because not finding somebody to do something and teach you the things that you don't know is unacceptable. Hard stop. Hard stop. So that's what I got for y'all today, y'all. And let me tell y'all, seaweed and popcorn is everything. Okay? I ain't gonna hold you. With Himalayan salt, some vegan butter. I normally put honey on my popcorn, but I ain't do that today. But try it. And if you're watching the replay, let me know what you think below. I'm really curious about your, you know, you finished all your seaweed. It hurts. Like Poindexter, I went and got a. When I say I got a cart full, it's embarrassing how much seaweed snacks I have in there, cause I can't run out. I eat it with all my ramen, and then I eat it by itself sometimes, so I can't run out. I can't run out of seaweed snacks. I can't deal with that right now. So, KD in the building. KD is a parent. KD, what you teach your babies about school? I want to know what y'all be teaching these babies, because I want to know what they going to do if some shit hit the fan, you know? Buy the whole store, Black Poindexter. Buy the whole store. Because y'all see this food crisis. That's another thing. I ain't even going to talk about it. But y'all see the food crisis and the food supply shortage that's happening already. Vegan shit is already getting dwindling down. I'm seeing it right now. I'm seeing what the nonsense. You see what I'm saying? Food is going up. Supply is going down. This is cause and effect. This is basic economics, okay? This is basic economics. Get the fuck ready. This is like, when I tell you this ain't even quarter one of the bullshit that's about to happen. Y'all thought y'all acted a fool over toilet paper. Y'all thought y'all did. You thought you did, okay? Get ritzy. Get ritzy. But listen, that's all I got for you guys today. I have to try some seaweed. I need a healthy snack. I want to lose 60 pounds. No fat guy with guns. When I tell you, especially if you craving like salt, seaweed snacks are perfect for that. Like if you craving like salt, you be like, I want some chips. Your body be like, I want some chips. Seaweed snacks are a great replacement for that. Great replacement. And you do got this, Zach. The 60 pounds is gone, boo. It's gone already. It's gone already. Stock up. You better stock the hell up on everything. You better stock the hell up. Have you been to the grocery store lately? I keep telling y'all, the grocery store look like you need to go to the grocery store. I'm trying to tell you. It's looking bad out here in these streets. Being married to a principal makes it easy, but we teach critical thinking above all. See, that's an advantage. Can you imagine? The principal's husband is a firearms instructor. Can you imagine the thought process and how that affects the entire school? The rationale. It's not it's not too overdone. It's just safer. Can you imagine her thought process when it comes to protecting her students? Even she is aware of what gun safety protocols are, and she's in a position to teach them if need be. That's clutch. You better find out who your student, who your baby teacher married to. Do they conceal carry? Do they get gun training? Do they have guns in their home? Are they anti-gun? Like, you need to know that about the teachers in your school. You need to know what their thought process is, because that's going to affect how they teach your babies, and that's going to affect how they respond if some shit pop off. I placed a video on YouTube about my son surviving a school shooting and how he did it. The real NOC. No other choice. No other choice. Train and learn. Go find it on YouTube. He has a video up there. Okay? He has a video up there. I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you, critical thinking is key. It's key. Because it's like people are not thinking outside the box. Like, what would I do if this happened, or if this happened, or if this happened? So I promise you, it was on my spirit to come on here really quickly and talk about this. I hope it was helpful. I think this was dope dialogue. And we're going to be doing more of this, because we're going to have to talk about some shit. We got a lot of shit to talk about. It ain't enough time, all right? So it don't seem like enough time to discuss it all. So I'm going to do my part, and I hope y'all do y'all's, okay? So thank y'all for jumping on the live with me. I really, really do appreciate it. Great topic to discuss. Thank you, Black Poindexter. Thank y'all for joining me. I really, really thank y'all so much. Critical thinking is in short supply these days. I'm talking about from the top down. Do you hear me? From the top down. Do you hear me? It's so bad out here. I just don't even know. But anyway, have an amazing rest of y'all weekend. All right. I've trained dozens of teachers who transfer gun safety back to the kids, whether the school knows it or not. And see, that's what it takes, right? I feel like it has to be individualized, right? Each one teach one type situation, because at this point, like if your baby knows gun safety and somebody comes and does something inappropriate around them, they're going to correct that. They're going to have enough sense to say, no, don't point that in the wrong direction. Don't keep your finger off the trigger. You know, they're gonna do that because they're trained, right? They have the critical skills that are needed to do that, and they have the confidence to stand up to someone who's doing it incorrectly. So each one teach one type situation. So that's what I think it needs to be. So that's good. Thank you for sharing that, Katie. And if you got the link, I 100% will share that out for people because they need to know that an actual real life situation of this happening at his school, at his son's school, and what he did and created content around it. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what we need. That's helpful in the community. Okay, if you love my content, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Have an amazing rest of y'all evening, and I will see y'all back here next time on Tactical Tangerine.